What up? This is Music G repping the Underground Army. You're tuned in to Jai Steels and Ack Reacher 45, The War Report. Tuesday nights on YouTube, live and direct is the show. Saturday nights on 93.3 FM CFMU, giving y'all that new news and hip-hop interviews.
Yet your most hated Oddfella back for another one. Yes, back for another one. Thursday night, excuse me. It's the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. The Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Make sure y'all smash that like button as you fall on in. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Salute to all my YouTube family. Salute to all my people on Twitch. Don't be shy if you're on Twitch. Drop some comments, you know what I mean, in that chat, in a dig. Salute to the usual suspect 6. It is the usual suspect ting, in a dig. Make sure y'all tap in to the store. Shop usualsuspect6.com. The link is in the description. We're gonna definitely talk about it a little bit more before we bring in the man of the hour, Kimbo Red Splizz, in the dig. But y'all know what it is. Once again, I reiterate to my people out there that are listening, you know what I mean, that are viewing in right now, smash that like button and share that stream. Damn right, it's a usual suspect ting. This Kimbo Red Splizz listening session will be rebroadcasted on a live and direct show on 93.3 FM CFMU.ca. The live and direct show, staple show in the 905, in a dig, always plays the best of independent hip-hop music. Saturday nights, 9 to 10:30. Y'all know what it is. Let me bring in my co-host. You know what I mean? Suspect number 1 has pulled up, you know what I mean, as such, you know what I mean, in a timely fashion too. Salute, you know what I mean? Ack Reacher 45. Let's see it.
World premiere.
Fox can do it all, bro. Like, Fox will pull up from the 3-point. He gonna go to the bar hot dunk. Harlem dude, of course he can ball, man. We got this.
Hit him like Reacher. Homie, I'm a teacher. Hit him like Pac. I don't need a feature. Nah. Hit him with a dope hook. Got him leaning off the ropes. Look.
Yo. Pull up that song there, dog.
Okay.
What's good? What's good, champ?
You know what it is. Tell the people where they can follow you at and all that good stuff. And have you been cleansing yourself from this zest?
Actually,
zest and corruption.
I've been cleansing myself as far as I've been fasting a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm bringing it down little by little. Actually, we're proud of my grown man. But salute Salute to my brother, Jai Steels, always. Love him to death. Y'all, this is my big bro. Yo, wow.
All of a sudden you love me now, huh? All of a sudden you ain't
Okay.
You ain't love me too much.
I swear on everything. I swear on everything. If I knew you was gonna cry like this, BFTV, I would have let him go for another day.
Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody crying over here. There ain't no tears. Ain't no tears over here, bro. I don't know what you talking about. We just talking on, you know what I mean? This is Kimbo Red Splizz listening session, you know what I mean? We just opening up for the brother. I don't know what you did. There's no tears. This is, you know what I mean? This ain't no funeral or nothing like that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, y'all know what it is, but, you got a clubhouse thing, coming up?
Yes, sir. We will be doing the clubhouse probably tomorrow. Definitely, like at some point tomorrow. And I don't know, y'all. I want to do night for it again, but Steels ain't fucking with me, y'all. Steels ain't fucking with me. I gotta bang the gavel on.
Because you corrupt, bro. Because you corrupt.
Oh my God! He said I'm taking hella envelope.
I'm thinking about taking the case. You know what I mean? But there got to be parameters.
They said they got evidence on Earl.
Oh, I got plenty evidence on Earl.
They got evidence on Earl. I didn't sign off on the warrant.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't sign off on that.
No, because it was your marshals and you didn't come talk to me and bring me the paper.
Negro, please.
To sign. You never came to me specifically with no papers.
You lying. I gave you the verbal contract. Stop it. You know what I mean? Smash that like button as your phone line in. You know what I mean? This is the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Salute to Boris Music in the building. You know, dig. We got Jimmy Moolah 905. You know, dig. In the war, live in the war room. Hand pink. Wait, I don't know. Oh, you must be that must be emoji or something like that. I'm like, what? You coming at me? Yo, you dissing me? I was like, nah. Yo, salute to the Long Island, Strong Island Queen, Tay the Queen of MMA Combat and Entertainment. Hashtag TWT NYC is in the building. You know, dig. Said. Now wait a minute, I thought Bud was in the chair. She trying to start something right now. Tay is trying to start something right now. You know what I mean? But this is not the time or place. You better pull up to the wake and bake. You know what I mean? You better pull up to the wake and bake, Tay. You know what I mean? Because I definitely got some free smoke. You know what I mean? Saturday morning, you know, dig. Yes, indeed. What up, man? Big up, Boris Music. We got a track we about to unveil, you know what I mean, a little bit later this evening, you know what I mean, featuring Boris, you know what I mean. I believe it's the sword versus the pen, Ack Reacher. We tapping in to my hometown, bro. You know what I mean? Let me tell you a little something about Hamilton, Ack. You know what I mean? Hamilton sits on two levels. We got the lower city, and then we got the mountain, or what I call the hilltop. You know what I mean? And the MC that's featured tonight, Kimbo Red Splizz, is a hilltop representative. You know what I mean? But we gonna bring him on in, and he gonna probably tell us he been all over Hamilton. You know what I mean? You probably got a lot of experience in the lower city as well. You know, dig. I think this might be the perfect guy to tell us about the Steel City, the Hammertown experience. Without further ado, let me bring in Kimbo Red Splizz in the building.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What it do, fam?
I'm good. Just doing my thing here with you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Make sure y'all smash that like button as you follow on in. We got Kimbo Red Splizz live in the war room. We about to get into this listening session. Now, before we get into any music, tell me how you derived your name, came up with the name, and tell the people, like, yeah, say it out. Am I saying it right? Am I pronouncing it right?
I'll explain it. So back like when Facebook was like just becoming like really popular for the younger guys, so I'm talking like 2009, 10, I changed all my information over to Kimbo Slice, and like changed my display picture, and like just in the middle of the night changed the whole account over, deleted everything, so it just looked like a random fucking profile, right? So everyone was all confused. So a few years later, like I got into trafficking and I was like selling narcotics, and my real name's Cody, right? So I kept feeling a type of way about being like, yo, just take my real name, like blah, blah, blah. So I started going by Kimbo, because in my head, I'm like, when you hear Kimbo, you're not going to think of skinny 130-pound white boy. You're going to think of 210, big, chunky, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to think of small boys. So it became my hustling name. And then I used to go by Cody Spliff. So I put Kimbo Spliff together, Kimbo Spliff, and then it became Kimbo Red Splizz, because like I was caught up in some bad shit growing up, you know what I mean?
Word. That's what's up, you know what I mean? Smash that like button as your phone on in. This is the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session, you know, dig. We definitely about to get into some music. Poll is in the chat. Don't vote on it yet, you know what I mean? Reserve your votes till the session is finished. In the dig, but we want to know what's your favorite track that we gonna be playing tonight. Now these tracks that we playing tonight, I messed up the description and I said they're gonna be tracks off the leftovers. Man, I mean, you ain't giving us no leftovers, you giving us some new news. Am I correct?
So the leftovers was basically the beats all in between Frequencies and Upper Paradise. So all my scrapped beats that I didn't use, that got cut off the project, I was like, I can't use these anymore, right? So I want to do something with them still, and still offer them up, right? Still offer a value for them. So every beat on the leftovers is $10 a beat. Anybody who's seeing this needs beats, hit me up. We can get this going. But Upper Paradise was my debut first album, solo album. So a lot of like Sword versus Pen is off Upper Paradise. Bring Me Better Days and Sayonara before Upper Paradise, and What You Gotta Do is on Frequencies. So you can kind of see the growth in me if you listen from Bring Me Better Days all the way up to What You Gotta Do. You can hear growth.
Indeed. Now I'm interested in asking you this real quick.
What's up, brother?
Because I had the misconception, well, not even the misconception, we was talking backstage, you know what I mean, and you're like, yeah, I miss the old Hamilton, the abandoned house Hamilton, Ray, and I was like, yeah, man, Hamilton getting real gentrified and whatnot.
Okay. So like,
all right, well, hold on. Let me ask you this. I'm leading you somewhere. You know what I mean? Now, this what is it, an EP mixtape? You call it a Upper Paradise. Now, last time I checked, brother, Upper Paradise is a place, you know what I mean, I want to move to. You know what I mean? I want to move my family to the Upper Paradise area. You know what I mean? I spend a lot of my early formative years in the Upper Paradise, Garth, in Stone Church area. So I know them. I know them things. I went to school at R.A. Riddell. You know, dig? So stop it. Like, but tell me about why you named this shit Upper Paradise.
So, bro, I come from Sanford and Cannon. I come from the slums, bro. Like, I come from, originally I'm from Dundas, but my family moved into Hamilton around 2004, 2005. And we went up into the Stinson area. Then from the Stinson area, we just kept moving down towards the Martin area, you know what I mean? And I remember before I got my license and shit, bro, having to go uptown on that bus, the Upper Paradise, up into that Garth area, just like you're saying, and hating every second of it, because looking around and realizing I don't get to live this kind of lifestyle that other people enjoy happily. And one person sees Hamilton as one way, and I see Hamilton completely as another. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. This is the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. I mean, he got the babies in the background on double duty as such, you know what I mean, as a good father should, you know what I mean. So the princess is letting us know we should get to the first track.
I gotta scoop her up quick.
Yo, we gonna get into what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You want to speak on this real quick before I play it?
So this is gonna be track 2 to Frequencies. It's a little opening up to the vibes and the kind of attitude I'm coming with on Frequencies. I don't want to give away too much work. It's still really in the works, but it's a 15-track album coming up.
Indeed. Well, without further ado, let's get into what you gotta do. Once again, this is the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's get it.
Damn, son. This is a certified hood classic.
So they always had me with them. Too many of you rappers seem to miss a bigger picture. Hungry with desire, cause my diet is ambitious. Lover and a fighter, I'm somewhere within the middle. Everybody talking, but to me it's just a whisper. If you're scoping out your target, keep your finger on the trigger. It's an automatic promise, misspoken will be delivered. Farming hydroponic gardens in a hollowed out apartment. Always following what's honest. On the mic I'll make a promise to eliminate my problems and disintegrate the conscience on a dinner date with monsters trying to set free. Won't let me, I feel so damn empty, it's just me.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Y'all know what it is. That was What You Gotta Do. First track.
That beat.
Second track off of Frequency. You in the dig? Ack, yeah, go ahead. Hold up. Before I let you before I yield the mic, salute to the Queen, Ricky. You know what I mean? Pulling up to the war room. You know what I mean? Fresh off of SB After Hours. You know what I mean? Raw and unfiltered talk over there. You in the dig? Salute to the Queens and the suspects over there. Cadillac and KG. Make sure y'all subscribe to SB After Hours right here on YouTube. You in the dig? But Ack Reacher, go ahead.
That beat was fucking fire, yo. That shit was... Damn, I wanted you to kind of like, you should have pulled that shit back. That shit was hard. That shit remind me of some shit I would have got on in high school, you heard? Love it. Nah, because, you know, you got to understand where I'm from. The Heat Makers was big. Just Blaze and all of them, like, them type.
Let Kimbo know where you from. Because he might not know. You might think this is just local things.
There's no place like home. New York. I run this city, and I don't dance around like Diddy. Nah, look.
Okay, stop it, bro.
Oh yeah, New York.
I pull the gavel out.
You ain't gotta pull the gavel out. That's the truth.
Hey yo, you got a question? You got a question for Kimbo?
Yo, Kimbo, shoot, you got more joints like that? I hope. I ain't mad if you mixed it up, but I ain't gonna front. I was feeling that. What's that one called again?
What you gotta do?
What you gotta do? Okay, I ain't gonna front.
In the chat.
Just because I had that. Who produced that? And what was the idea behind
my bad. I put him on mute. Go ahead, Kimbo.
Sorry, yo, I produced that. That was all me, bro.
Okay. And Ack, you had something else for him?
Huh? No, I don't know. I asked him the question. Y'all heard me?
Yeah. There's another joint I got called Goes Bad. I was gonna send it in too, but it's a little more like on the low key side, right? I know.
Now, all
you gotta put her.
What feelings, right? Like,
True indeed.
I'm trying to show you guys like my like on 5-point music, right?
So these 4 tracks we hearing right now, they are produced by you.
The only ones not produced by me are Bring Me Better Days and Sayonara. Sword versus Pen, what you gotta do is by me.
Okay, that's what's up. The king of Utah, Mark Wendlich, was like, it was okay. Yo, you hating, bro.
You know what? It's good, bro. You're like,
Mark Wendlich, you my first sub, but I'm gonna have to bang the gavel on you. Please. Don't do that. That shit was hard. See, you don't understand, Mark Wendlich. That beat and everything, it resonated with me because it reminded me of when the Heatmakers was doing their thing on some Harlem shit. Like, when Dipset was always getting beats like that. I love sample beats.
That's
I was actually just listening to Joel Santana, sorry to cut you off, bro, make a video for A Little Boy Fresh from when I was a kid. I always love that track, that beat, and I finally know what the sample says. I never knew what it said as a kid. It's moving away ain't easy.
Okay.
Following the others' lead. So I love those sample type of beats. That was the purpose.
The big sample ideas I love, like it really inspires me, is that Motown flow. Like the old Motown Detroit samples like you would find from like Dilla, bro. Like
rest in peace.
Like the best way to describe what I'm trying to do is if you would have took Kanye and Dilla and spliced them into a white boy. You know what I'm saying? Like very soul oriented, very.
That's a fact. That's another person.
Okay, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Once again, smash that like button as you're falling on in. It's the Kimbo Red Splizz, a listening session. Tell us about Bring Me Better Days before we get into it.
Okay, so Bring Me Better Days, like I said to you backstage, I'm 4 years sober from college. So before I got sober, I was selling by the half ounce to the ounce of crystal meth every 2 days, 3 days. Like I was chopping, bro, nonstop. Now those 2 songs, Bring Me Better Days and Sayonara, came from that era of my life where I was like dressed in all black, you know what I mean? Like just out there under a fucking post, just doing my own thing, dealing with fucking bunch of bullshit. So Bring Me Better Days is more of my down looking side on it, being like, I wish I had it better. I wish my life wasn't so fucked up. And then Sayonara is the other side of how I felt about that, where I'm more like, you're trying to talk me off this building, I'm throwing you off it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, there was 2 sides to me, and this is the whole thing, is when I used to get fucked up, people would giggle because like I would go into the room to go get fucked up Cody, I would come out Kimbo. You know what I mean? Because I would come out, it was like a Slim Shady effect, man. I would come out a whole different mind state, a whole different energy, a whole different persona at like drugs, right? It fucks you up. So like, I want to take that message now and apply it into my music and show people that there's more to life than drugs, but this is the reality of it. People do smoke fucking rock out there. There is pookies out there throwing their life away for nothing. You know what I mean? Like this is the reality of it. That's my whole music brand, man. Reality. I don't fucking sugarcoat nothing. What's up, baby girl?
Reality rap, live in the war room. We got Kimbo Red Splizz. Let's get into Bring Me Better Days. Once again, the poll is in the chat. Reserve your votes to after the listening session. Bring Me Better Days. Let's get it.
I caught all the marbles again. Shit. Hey. check me out. Yeah, Kimbo. I'm over all this fuck shit. So far gone with corruption, when the days no longer feel productive. Feels like my loyalty rarely comes often. Poetry and drinking till my liver drowns in toxins. Sound started becoming obnoxious, all part of the process. Turned into a monster that is heartless, strapped up deep in my boxers. Read them hard knockers, rocking along with the problems. Leave no regrets up in my coffin. Believe I'm blessed, receiving another options. Up to my neck, always drowning. I can't pretend what isn't found yet. Rather be dead than have to climb another mountain. Can't forget what isn't, won't figure me out yet. It's very unrealistic, but I'll accept the challenge. We all got this way, bring me better days. Left in the rain, alone cause I won't play the game. Y'all got this way, bring me better days. Left in the rain, alone cause I won't play no game. Hey, hey, hey. Got you all in my aim. You got it all wrong, little homie, I don't play. You stepped in the wrong area today, yet I still carry this weight. I'd have to care in order to be fake. On board of a break, caught on the corner. What you really finna say? Adrenaline race, I gotta step back up to date. After thoughts that I had to contemplate, dodging every shot that it take. I walk in the valley of death, I'm trying to balance my steps. Allow room for what's next. Bounty on my head, got me drink upset. I'm just doing me and killing it through the process. Hey! We all got this way, bring me better days. Left in the rain, alone cause I won't play the game. Hey, y'all got this way, bring me better days. Left in the rain alone cause I won't play no game. Hey, 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 hey.
Okay. Bring me better days. Kimbo Red Splizz. We live in the war room with it. Salute to all my people watching on Twitch. You know, dig? Don't be shy to drop a comment and whatnot. Y'all know what it is. Smash that like button as your phone on in. I was definitely feeling that one. And let me pull you off mute. Now, you did the beat for that one?
No, I didn't do better. Okay, so the whole reason I got into making fucking beats, bro, is because I couldn't ever find beats that I enjoyed through and through. They'd start out dope, but they'd end up turning in a direction that I'd be like, yo, I can't jive with this. This isn't me. Or they'd have hi-hats over the fucking chorus that I'd be like, that's whack. I can't vibe with that. So it would take me months and months and months and months and months to find a single beat to put out a song. So I started producing my own shit because I had a sound in my head where I was like, this is what I want. I don't want to spend hours looking for this shit. You know what I mean? So I stopped doing, that's what I was saying, like Better Days and Sayonara isn't my beats, but they're a reflection of what I used to be. You get what I'm saying? So when you hear Sword versus Pen compared to them, you're going to hear the quality difference, the beat difference. Like Sayonara is probably one of my favorite songs that I've ever done personally. It's New York buddies gonna like it.
We're definitely gonna get into that next. Before we get into that Sayonara track, let me ask you this. And before I ask you this, this next question is sponsored by the Usual Suspect 6, usualsuspect6.com. Hamilton Apparel, of course, the Hamilton collection is widely available on shopusualsuspect6.com. A plethora of Hamilton inspired loungewear, streetwear, you know what I mean, accessories and whatnot. So yeah, all my folks from Hamilton, definitely tap into this. Link is in the description. This is the Hamilton collection, inspired by everything Hamilton. You see in the back, you see on the low tops, we got the hill, the hill top.
I was just looking at those. Those are fucking sick.
We call these the lower cities. You know what I mean? There go the hilltop right there. You know what I mean? The Kimbo on top of the hill right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are the lower cities right there. Shop Usual Suspect 6. TWR.com, where you can get those exclusively. Speaking of Hamilton, let me ask you, what's the current state? How you feel about the current landscape of hip hop in Hamilton?
Okay, so if I'm being real, bro, it's when I started making music, bro, this shit was grimy. It was ruthless. It was like extra large hoodies, the Gino Green global hoodies. People were actually getting snuffed with extendos. People were actually getting punched in their mouth if you called somebody a bitch. Like it was a really different time, bro. So when I rebranded myself and came back last year into this industry that is today, I didn't really understand the artistic side of how impactful everything you do matters. Like it's there. We no longer seeing like we rarely see like guys like Benny the Butcher and shit like that coming out of Hamilton anymore. We're more seeing guys like Kid Cudi and Wiz Khalifa. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we're getting more like artsy, gentrificated, like I was saying to you earlier, like very modernized rappers, like almost like the sons of rappers. Like it's kind of hard to explain. Like a lot of these guys are talented as fuck. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on any single one of you, but some of them are just different, and it's a good thing. It's a real good thing, but like it doesn't match what brands I'm doing, right? Like I want to keep reality and classicness of what music and hip hop was alive. Right? So that's kind of where it came from.
That's what's up. That's what's up. This is the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Smash that like button as you fall on in. We gonna get into Sayonara, but before we do, let me ask you this quick question. Who are some of the dope MCs, dope artists in Hamilton that you rock with currently?
Some really dope ones that I fuck with. Boris from the North, without a doubt, that's my homie. We're right hand. We got this shit going. Wes Gray, I fuck with Wes. MC is fucking probably one of the solidest dudes in the city too. I'm gonna feel bad because I'm gonna be leaving so many Big Blacks. Big Blacks from OC, that killer. Used to run with like Enemy Lines and shit like that back in the day. There's so many killer. Dickie's pretty sick. Barker's another one I fuck with. He's really sick too. There's a lot of fucking new artists on the scene that I gotta give props to, man. Like, so many. Like I even give shout outs to Brody on because Design Matters. Those guys, like they're solid as fuck too, man. They're helping keep this hip hop culture alive, right?
Indeed. Salute to Brody over there. Cause Design Matters. I believe they live on CFMU Thursday evenings, I believe, you know what I mean? Definitely salute to them. K Triggs and that whole camp over there. But yeah, without further ado, the people want to hear some more music. You know what I mean? They want to hear some more music. They're loving the parfait that you're giving us right now. Once again,
let's do it.
This is coming off of Frequency and
Upper Paradise. Damn, I should have had that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, without further ado, let's get into this Sayonara.
These are my streets. These are my streets. These are my streets. Every night I walk some pride. I'll send you off for this building for trying to top me down. Doing me some living still. Drama come around. Told my girl to double back. Gear stuffed in a duffel bag. Show no fear. Make it clear I'm motherfucking mad. This the program. Took a couple years to show you where I'm at. Got a whole system hustling. Wearing all black. You missed the interview. I'm about to get the call back. Keep moving forward till these pussies fall back. The game is out of order. Time to put the pieces back. Shadow dweller soldier drugs in my euphoria. How can you recall when the buzz grabs a hold of you in the freezing cold, trying to spark another blunt, speaker with a decent flow, untouchable, we can never fuck with us, never show an inch of trust. Used to sell dope with sell up before it's sun up. coming with that rah-rah. Still building good karma. Survivor of the realist, I call it sayonara. Wanna feel the power, then get right with the dollar. Wanna feel the power, then get right with the dollar. Coming with the rah-rah. Still building good karma. Survivor of the realist, I call it sayonara. Wanna feel the power, then get right with the dollar.
They see me coming through like it's really nothing new. Hey, they talk a whole lot of shit, I never fuck with you. Yeah, had to get my paper straight. Now you know I'm pushing weight. Let me take you through my hood, something I can illustrate. You can't even fuck with me, telling you there's no debate. Yeah, I don't even understand why you even gotta hate. Gotta be the jealousy, but this is just to motivate. I just wanna hit the gas, now watch me go accelerate. Yeah, but now I'm doing it proper. Please don't hesitate to slow and send me all of the offers. Stack a couple million, fly around in a chopper, and I'll be golden like Oscar. Now the star of the operation. Me and Kimbo is the killer combination. Never hesitation if you violating. On the scene as fast as a brand new speculation. Better stand back, cause it's my final transformation.
Coming with that rah-rah, still building good karma. Survivor of the realist, I call it sayonara. Wanna feel the power, then get right with the dollar. Wanna feel the power, then get right with the dollar. Coming with the rah-rah, still building good karma. Survivor of the realist, I call it sayonara. Wanna feel the power, then get right with the dollar.
Y'all know what it is. Smash that like button. Hamilton representative Kimbo Red Splizz live in the war room. Sayonara. New news. Huh? Y'all know what it is. It's the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Live with it once again. This will be rebroadcasted on the Live and Direct show on cfmu.ca, 93.3 FM if you in the area, the 905-289 area codes and whatnot. 365 as well, you know what I mean? Y'all know what it is. But Kimbo, indeed. You got some big things coming up in store, you know what I mean? We was backstage conversating a little bit, and I was telling you the story. I think even Ack Reacher was there. Ack Reacher, do you remember when I was shitting on Tony Yayo?
Yes, sir. I remember that because I had to correct you, sir, about my Southside Jamaican brother. And I thought that was wild disrespectful because that was basically a live stream about the wackest rappers. They had a wackest rapper.
Right. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, this is what it was about. The wackest whack rappers. You had a live stream about that. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Jab Jamboree right here on YouTube. And I thought Tony Yayo should have been part of that list. And you definitely corrected me. You know what I mean? And I have to recant those statements and give myself the shame bell for that.
Shame.
The juice. Don't fill it up.
Tony Yayo is on tour in Canada right now. And I mean, doing some big things like dropping off in every city in Ontario, damn near. Going to the West Coast, going to the East Coast of Canada, doing his damn thing. You know what I mean? But guess what? My guy Kimbo Red Splizz is on the docket for one of these Tony Yayo shows. Tell us about it, bro.
So basically, as soon as I caught wind of the show coming up, like soon as I caught wind, like it was fresh on Hip Hop DX. I messaged the touring agency hosting the event, was like, look, what can I do to get on this? Like, I want to know in Hamilton. That's my home. Let's get it. And they called me back shortly, like 2 days later, asking for me to pay some dues. And the only events open were London and Barrie. So I was like, all right, well, Barrie's closer to Toronto. I know more people out that way. Let's run Barrie. So I got on there, and like I said, I had to pay some dues. I had to get in there. I'm responsible for some financial ticket sales, but it's not a game. It's a business, right? I'd say put it.
Indeed. Tell the people once again where they can get tickets. What's the date for that show?
February 9th in Barrie, Ontario at the Queens. And you can inbox me on Instagram, or you can message Boris from the North, either one of us in Hamilton, Ontario. Like I said, the show is on Barrie. There is also an online link. Blank minded on what the link is right now, but yeah, you can get them online.
Indeed. Well, we're now coming to the last track of the listening session. So get your votes ready for everybody that's up in the chat. Salute to everybody that's following in on Twitch as well. In the dig. Will be rebroadcasting on the live and direct show 93.3 FM CFMU.ca. In the dig. Salute to Boris from the North, also known or primarily known as Boris, in the dig, as he corrected me live in the studio. Shout out to him. Did yeoman's work in Steel City Cypher that was hosted a month back in December, live in the CFMU studios. We'll be looking forward to doing that actually coming up January 21st. January 21st, we will be back in the studio. Six more new MCs will be live in the CFMU studios for the Steel City Cypher. Salute once again to Self-Made for putting this together, organizing it. Salute to everybody that's helping them organize it. But yeah, be on the lookout for that January 21st. It will be going down. Tell us about this track, Sword versus Pen, featuring Boris.
So it's Boris and Bella. Bella's on this too. So basically, this whole song, the idea behind it is, when you're a musician, you gotta fight the realities of life and like your dreams, right? So you're constantly fighting with that sword versus your pen. Sword being life, the pen being like your music. So a lot of us as artists, we don't get as much time as we would like. So we'll turn up the light. We don't get as much time as we like to work on our art and sharpen our sword and make sure our sword's nice and wit, as well as our pen, right? So the premise behind this video, I also have a music video. I'm eventually going to be getting Josh Killer to take care of CT Media. So
he's a good director, videographer.
Yeah, we got another song coming up. Like I have another song, having another music video coming up called Silence that I'm almost done basically directing and setting up. We're about to start shooting for that in the next couple weeks. Mm-hmm. It's again shot by Taylor. That one's more about suicide awareness and drug addiction and how not to push people while they're trying to better themselves.
Indeed. We about to get into this last track. Once again, get your votes ready. Everybody that's up in the chat. Salute to Boris that's up in the chat as we speak. Let's get into this. Sword versus Pen. We got Bella on the track as well. The beautiful vocals of Bella and Boris. Let's get it.
Sleeper agent, wide awake, it's paranoid insomnia. Leader in the righteous way, I'm counting till the time is up. Show me who's out rhyming us. The cocaine in my sinuses, it vocalize anxieties. My broken down society. Wake up in reality, lost up in the vacancy. Challenging the man in me, they threaten soul, mapping out where I should go. Half an ounce inside my coat, max accounts, I'm always broke. Ask around, the people know you'll never have the weed I roll. Won't match the style, we perform, it's Hamilton. I represent the top, it's falling in my hands. Without a doubt, I conquer it.
One time for my people in the city. Time, two time for the people trying to help me. Time, three time, cause I'm never going crazy. Time, cause I'm really stepping in. You bet your hand, you hope for something come correct.
Aggressive, can be a bit of a pessimist. Gotta work on myself a little, that's the real lesson here. It's been a messy year, talk myself down sometimes, cause I overreact, feels like I'm in hell at times. I know I'm a perfectionist, cause when something's missing I can't let no one see it. I start overthinking, overfeeling, staring at the ceiling. I get real down sometimes, cause I over-obsessed, feels like I don't own my mind.
This one performance I choked and got booed off stage. It was embarrassing, forgot my lyrics and I had a confused lost face, staring into nothing while the crowd was judging. But when I realized what I did, I zoomed off straight to the dome, knowing very well respect was lost. Cause this wasn't a prissy pop, hippie hop event, it was strict hip hop. And rap shows you up like that, don't be expecting love, you getting none. Not a good freaking job, that's out of pity, nuh-uh. This shit is real, if you ain't bringing it, then hate is brought to ya. I apologize to the promoter for choking, I told him that there's no excuses when there kinda is. Cause dealing with real life and ish, it made me lose all of my interest in this music ish. So I said yes to an offer out of denial that I lost touch in this shit. Now I'm feeling stupid, kid. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel it with music no more. I don't have that same drive and passion for hip hop. I just don't care about it anymore. I wish it was the other way around, but can't help what I feel, man. But it's all I know, so I continue to do it.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
What up? What up?
Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. That was the sword versus the pen. Go ahead, Ack.
I like that one, Steels. That one remind me of some Gwen Stefani meet Eminem early 2000 when you was clubbing. You know what I'm saying?
I was clubbing before that. Ack.
I love it.
I'm old. You see the hat? OG. This ain't gold. It said OG.
Original, bro. That's it. I'm trying to. That's the whole thing. Is nowadays everybody's following that same template when there's a million different fucking templates out there, bro. You can do a million different things and stand yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to stand out and be different. People may not respect you the same way or idolize your craft as much as the next person's, but it doesn't make your craft any less valuable.
Indeed, indeed. The King of Utah definitely agrees as well. He said it's that's the best of the foe. You know what I mean? Salute to Mark One Lich once again, always showing support, you know what I mean, to the artists on the come up. Now me and Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Tracks off of Upper Paradise, tracks off of The Frequency. And once again, go ahead, Kimbo. Is this new news? This ain't even released yet?
No. This is completely different. I have something that's totally off topic. I really quickly want to bring it to you.
Go ahead.
So, something me and Boris encountered in the industry lately, and this is the part about Hamilton music that's starting to blow my fucking mind, bro.
Hold up. We gotta turn the beat off.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so
it's one of those ones. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Artists nowadays are trying to dictate what another artist can and cannot do. We were kind of talking about this earlier backstage. Like, if I want to talk about my life and say I experienced, like I said, a bunch of drug addiction and problems that only I can talk about, I should be able to, no matter how it is explained, explain it and not be dictated and told that's not right, that's not true, you can't rap about this, you can't rap about that. People don't take into account the experiences that people have gone through nowadays are the reason why we make music in the fucking first place, right? That's the whole thing. Is it like for a guy who's got bipolar, you're gonna hear a lot of angry and emotional music. As for like you just heard in a meme, right? I suffer bipolar, so a lot of my music is ups and downs and ups and downs and ups, right? As where like Boris is a very angry guy, he's gonna speak his mind in a very different aspect than I can. Right? And people will judge Boris for that. And that used to not fly, bro. You used to not be able to tell a person other than if it was fucking whack. If that shit was whack, then you said that shit was whack and you got canceled right there and then nobody fucked with you. But if you had fire, nobody could tell you you couldn't spit these bars. You couldn't be that MC. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Well, so that was Kimbo Red Splizz's PSA right there. Go ahead. Keep it going. It's yours.
I feel like nowadays people don't respect the craft as much as they should. They don't respect what an artist goes through and struggles through to be able to speak on this aspect of music, right? Like I said, I released a song called Goes Bad, right? And when I dropped Goes Bad, the whole chorus is, why does everything gotta go bad before it gets to go good? You know what I mean? Like, why do I gotta go through so many crazy bad shit? Why do people have to do the worst before they get the chance to understand the greatness in our art? Why do they gotta dictate and overjudge and overanalyze what music we are creating when you could be creating your own music and trying to guide your own crowd to follow you? What works for one artist isn't gonna work for me, right? Like, I have to custom my records. I gotta talk about the realest shit ever, because if I don't, people are just gonna look at me as just another corny white boy, right? I gotta be different. I gotta talk about the truth in my lifestyle, right? Like, I can't hide nothing. I can't lie about nothing. I can't fake my persona and go and flash a bunch of fake money and be like, yeah, this is fucking me, bro. Like, I can't go and put on all this positivity and pretend that my life is always in a happy abstract direction, because it's not, bro. Like, people struggle. Like, we all got bills to pay. Not every bill is going to be able to be paid on time. You think that weight's going to make you feel good at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like somebody said, something about 8 Mile. Like, look at the experiences that character went through to feel the encouragement to be like, yo, fuck this, I'm about to kill this stage tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, every single artist has to have that kind of sacrifice of, I feel like I'm not gonna fucking make it, even when they're good, because it's humbling. It makes you realize, okay, well, if I don't put my whole heart and soul into making this music, and I'm only doing this because everybody else thinks it's cool, and I'll get fans, it's not gonna blow up for you the way you think it will. You're never gonna have a wholesome career. You're never gonna be 56, 70, like in your adult years, being like Rick Rubin, kicking back in a studio, helping the next generation. You're not gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be that guy, bro. I want to be a Jimmy Iovine who gets to walk into a studio and pull like that. I think it was Art that said Gwen Stefani and shit. I want to be that guy who brings a bunch of different artists into a studio and says, all right, like, I got this idea for this song. I'm going to put like Marilyn Manson and DMX in the studio together, for example. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do things that people don't expect, because that way it's fresh and it's still new while being something that nobody's heard before. I don't want to follow a template that everybody else in the fucking city's following. I want to follow the template of the legends like Krilly, like Indie Fiends, like MC, like Jazz Cartier from Toronto. I want to follow like these templates that these guys did clearly fucking worked. Like Snack the Ripper, Merciless. Those guys all have a blueprint that they left behind and designed. And a lot of these rappers just ignore the blueprint marketing side of this, and they just push. And they just push out music, and they're just like, oh, I don't own my beats. Oh, I don't do any of this shit but rap. So why aren't they respecting me? Well, because you're not paying your dues. You're not putting down the money to respect that producer who made that music. You're not putting in the time to grind like the cats who are doing all of that shit plus some. Shout out to guys like Hippie Gang, who are nonstop just making their own beats. They're making their own music. Shout out to guys who like Horse, who are 100% lyrical geniuses. That's all they want to do is be lyricists. They don't want to know the other aspect of it. You know what I mean? They know their role in this game. Those are the kind of rappers I respect, bro, because they understand their role. They understand their fucking direction in this industry. They don't tiptoe in between other roles and fuck everything up and then try to gatekeep, bro. Like, how can you gatekeep if you ain't got no fucking talent, right? I don't know. That's just my PSA, like you were saying.
Y'all know what it is. Hot Flames from Kimbo Red Splizz. You know, dig. This is the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. You know what I mean? And let the man speak when he wants to speak about. You know what I mean? From his creative standpoint. You know what I mean? That's what hip hop used to be about.
Exactly.
Now we got all these mollycoddled hip hop newbies, you know what I mean, trying to dictate the pace of the game. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that today.
It's kind of like, you remember when disco started to suck? It's kind of like rap's going through that same bullshit, bro. It's going through that bubblegum phase of like, yeah, the music's good, don't get me wrong, we can dance to this, we can jive to this, we can make a bunch of money and wear ridiculous fashionable clothes, like kind of how they did in the 70s, all this outlandish shit. We don't need this, bro. We just need rugged vests, we need baggy hoodies and spitters again.
I don't know about all that, man. I like my shit fitted right now, bro.
Well, like,
yeah, I'll get you the 3XL usual suspect hoodie. You can have that. You can hold that, bro.
What I mean, I don't mean the culture and fashion. I get what you're saying, bro. I don't mean the culture and fashion. I mean the style. We need more Big L's. We need more J. Cole's. We need more Kendricks. We don't need more Little Pumps. We don't need more Little Xans. We don't need more little, you know what I mean? Like, we don't need more people telling the game to fuck their life up. We need more De La Souls. We need more.
Yeah, we need more groups, period. Because that's one thing I see different in the game is that too much individuality. I mean, I came out of a group.
And that's it. That's and like shout outs to Day One. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be their own little their camp, right? And I respect what they're trying to do. I see them out there. I see like shout out to West Grace specifically. That's my boy, yo. But you know what I mean? It's the reality of it, bro. Like this game has just lost its wild west days. Like where it was like reality was the truth. You didn't have to wonder if that guy's lying in his raps. You didn't have to wonder if it was fact or fiction. You had to wonder, is this guy going to be as genuine when I go see him live, or is he going to be a guy who's like, hello, how you doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the authenticity in rap music is gone in the city. It really is gone. Like, it's now all about politics and paying your dues and being popular. And I don't fuck with that, bro. I don't fuck with none of that. None of that.
Indeed. We live in the war room. The Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Make sure y'all smash that like button. And time is now as well, too. The poll is in the chat. Let us know what's your favorite track that we played tonight. You know what I mean? So we can outro proper. You in the dig? Ack Reacher, you got any questions for Kimbo?
What were some of your influences growing up?
So like my biggest influence, like young, was the game, bro. That's like the face tattoos and shit. Like it was that Cali sound, like that West Coast kind of like laid back. A lot of people compare me to Snoop Dogg too, but like I try to stay away from that one just because I am tall, lanky, smoke a lot of weed. I'm my own thing, you know what I mean? So, but my other influences were like T.I. I was really influenced by T.I.'s trap, like early T.I. Another influence is Yellow Wolf. Hugely inspired by Yellow Wolf. Suicide Boys, they're another huge inspiration for me. Benny the Butcher, J. Cole, Kanye, early Kanye though, like backpack Kanye, not this new Kanye. I'm talking like before college dropout days when he was doing a beat a day, like early Kanye. Smith and Wesson, like Welcome to Booktown, shit like that. I was really into. Roots, I was really big into the Roots. Tupac, of course, like Tupac for my lyrical side of things. Like I studied a rose that grew from the concrete from like 2009 to 2012. I just read that shit every day, recopied out every single poem in there, just studying it like a school kid would. And Biggie for his flow. I really studied Biggie, like from trees to branches, cliffs to avalanches. It's the prima donna. Oh, bro, those kind of flows. To me, that's rap, bro. Like when Biggie and Method Man did the what, like that to me is bar for bar going at it, skill. You know what I mean? Like you don't see much of that anymore, and that's what I like. That's why I like guys like Joey Badass, guys like Flatbush Zombies, guys like ASAP when they first came up, guys like X Tentacion. His like boom bap shit was pretty crazy too. Like I like an all around sound with the hip hop, but all of that shit really influenced my sound to kind of have more of like embrace my roots and embrace who I was as a person and how I could apply what I went through and what I'm going through currently into being myself musically, and I didn't have to pretend anymore. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest thing, is like finding my brand, right? Like finding out who I was. Like when I first got into rap, snapback rap was like starting to become really popular. So I was doing a lot of like Molly rap and shit like that. Like kind of like what all the kids were doing at that time in 2010, 11, 12. And it didn't catch on for me as like my storytelling rap is nowadays. Like my storytelling rap is more directful. I feel like people are actually enjoying it. I get a lot of messages of people being like, yo, like I have your song on my playlist. Like I really love the way you did the song, and it's based on a true story. So to me, that means more than talking any bullshit could any day. All right.
Indeed. You're now tuned in to the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. We in the rapid fire questions segment of the program. You know, dig. Once again, the poll is in the chat. I'm gonna end it off in a couple minutes. Let us know what's your favorite track that you heard tonight, so we can outro properly. Earlier on, you were speaking about your love for Biggie. You know what I mean? You're admiring some of Biggie's lyrical, his flow patterns. Correct. Now, let me ask you this, because there's been some solid allegations. Ack, I don't know if you heard about this, but Biggie done been biting. Biggie whole style's been bitten from a fat dude from Mississippi. I forget what his name is, but I heard his track, and he the original Biggie. I forget what his name is, because his name was, I think, the Notorious one.
I got a little like add on to this. So the original reason why Biggie Smalls couldn't copyright Biggie Smalls was because there was a rapper in LA who's connected to Pac, who was like a little homie, and he went by Biggie Smalls. So when Biggie hit the scene, they kind of had like a miscommunication type thing, and they talked it out, and that's when he started going by the Notorious Big, and then that had issues. You know what, like, Big's a legend, and when it comes to these kind of topics, it's pretty crazy how a lot of this shit played out, and a lot of people don't understand how it played out. Like, do you remember Deadly Combinations with Tupac, Biggie, and Big L?
A little bit, yeah, but go ahead.
So that song was supposed to have Biggie on it, and they brought it to Miss Wallace, and we're like, well, can we use Biggie's vocals for this? And Miss Wallace got upset and was like, no, I want nothing to do with this. Don't put my son's name on anything to do with this. I don't care if they're all passed away. I want nothing to do with it. And it ended up actually ruining half the song, and they used it still on Big L's last song, The Platinum, or last album, The Platinum. And that, like, all those rappers that were legitimate rappers, Talib Kweli, like all those guys, bro, spitters. Mos Def, another spitter, man. Like, you don't hear rappers like that nowadays. Like, the best we get, the closest we get is Kendrick and like J. Cole, like Truth Be Told and like Dreamville. We don't see much rap like that anymore, where it's like hard, aggressive, like. I don't know, the aggressive, what the people call aggressive today and what the people call aggressive back then isn't the same. The aggressive nowadays is hard 808s and emo-y trap rap, and the aggressive we got back in the day was like DMX. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the definition of what rap music is and was is shifting. And like I said, it's becoming very much more artistic side of things. Like, you're seeing a lot more animation used in rap music. You're seeing a lot more like these AIs, which I can't stand. I can't stand any of that AI shit. Just waters down our industry so bad, bro. I don't know, man. Hip hop is meant to be something you feel. Like, that's why I want to give a shout out to the Steel City Cypher and Mr. Burns and all them, because they're trying to bring back that energy of setting up somewhere and having people just get involved. Like, when me and Boris went to the One Steel City Cypher, we ran into some random guy just sitting there smoking a joint, and he was like, we asked for directions, being like, yo, y'all seen any hip hop heads down here? And he's like, yeah, they're over there. Why? What's going on? And I explained to him, like, it's a cypher. Like, we're looking for those kind of people. Like, just show up. I don't know, baby. So he came down and took a look. But you know what I mean? That's what hip hop is about. Don't get me wrong. But, like, the love side of things is just kind of, even if we hated each other, you're never going to see 8 crews in the same room together. Even if they're all conflicted, it's never going to happen anymore. They'd rather not avoid that tension. They'd rather just avoid it in general, when like the confrontational side of music is gone. Like Tupac rolling up at a fucking Hollywood event being like, thug life, that's gone, bro. That's gone. We don't see that anymore. We don't see Ja Rule and 50 Cent going at it at the A&B or VMAs, whatever it was. You know what I mean? We don't see that anymore in hip-hop music. We need that kind of energy back. Like, even look at the Eminem and MGK beef, bro. It was dry. Look at the Meek Mill and Drake beef. It was dry. Name one rap beef that's been modern that was like, holy shit, this is insane. We haven't really had one in
well, I mean,
like, don't
Pusha T Drake was about to get popping.
Yeah,
but
don't get me wrong, Pusha T was dirty. That shit was. But like, at the same point, it's not like they're like going at each other the way they would. Things aren't so personal anymore. Things are like even when I have conflict with local artists, like even when they're in the club with the other people, I'll purposely holler at one of their people over to come talk to me. Be like, yo, come here for a sec. Like, what's the good? My name's Kimbo, blah, 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 blah. Just to try to make that other person feel out of their element. Like, kind of bring back the old days. And I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one who still does it.
That's what's up. You know what I mean? Kimbo sounds like he wants all the smoke in a dig. And speaking about the smoke, what does Kimbo like to smoke on over there on the hilltop?
My favorite weed, bro, is gonna be Black Diamond. Real black diamond too, not that just labeled black diamond. Like I'm talking that nice. It's almost like a dark greenish light brown color. It's 27% fireweed, man. Fireweed. Either that or like what is that? Cold Creek Kush. Cold Creek Kush is another really good strand. Or Purple Thunder Kush, Purple Alaskan Kush. Those are like, yeah, my strands, my go-to strands.
I see you wearing the backwoods Scully.
Yeah,
you got a particular backwood flavor that Kimbo rock with.
I believe it's the rum. The rum flavor. It's been a while since I've smoked some backwoods, to be real with you, bro. I feel these are just easier to get down in the East End.
True. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I mean? We live and direct with it. TWR presents the Kimbo Red Splizz listening session. Make sure y'all smash that like button. You in the dig, Ack. You got any more questions for Kimbo before I end the polls?
No, I don't. I just want to wish the brother good luck in his career. Hopefully he doesn't give up on the dream, even though you could be losing the passion for something. Trust me, I know the feeling, but you gotta somehow push through it.
I'm in it for the longevity. I'm here for the longevity. I wanna be an old man and be able to like teach the next generation.
You gotta treat it like a marriage. You're gonna have your good days, you're gonna have your bad days through sickness and health, richer or poorer. But with that being said, salute to you, brother. And as far as the tracks I'm gonna pick, I'm still gonna go with the first one, What You Gotta Do.
Thank you, man.
Salute. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, the full Berserker clan, the usual suspects. Make sure y'all check us out on Clubhouse, Boxing TPs, become a member, and subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. It's your boy Ack Reacher. I never see you wrong, and I'm out, man.
Indeed. Salute Ack Reacher for pulling up. You know what I mean? Once again, pull up to the Boxing TPs if you want Clubhouse. You got them iPhones popping. If not, you on YouTube as well. The Jab Jamboree. In the dig, pull up to that, replay that boxing night court session, that travesty of a court case that happened against Bud. The appeal is in motion. In the dig. So yeah, be on the lookout for further cases from Judge Galvatron. Before we get on out of here, Kimbo, once again, tell the people where they can follow you at, where we can find your music, and those tickets for that Tony Yayo and Barry.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at Kimbo_Red_Split. You can find me on YouTube on all social streaming sites, like any music sites. You'll find my music: Apple, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube Music, Spotify, etc., under Kimbo Red Splizz. If you need beats, inbox me or email me at CodyCliff5@gmail.com. We can work something out. Like I said, $10 beats until the mid-year, and we're going to be upgrading all the way into next year. Yeah. And for the Tony Yayo tickets, again, direct message me on Instagram. They're $35 a ticket. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good night. I got a lot of people on my end coming. We're coming from Hamilton, like 3-4 cars deep. We're going to be pulling through with some of the Hamilton style show. Barry, how we turn up.
That's what's up. Salute to you for pulling up to the War Room for your first appearance. We're definitely feeling the music, feeling the production level. My only criticism for you would be to level up on the mastering.
That's my weak point right now. I'm trying to get it where my vocal levels need to be sitting a little higher and trying to get them sitting correct. Like it's all work in progress, right?
Exactly, you know what I mean? Because with that little bit of polishing, you know what I mean, you got some gems right there. Most definitely. So continue the great work, and yeah, enjoy yourself up in Barry. Do your thing, you know what I mean, and show, you know what I mean, the Barry folk how the Steel City do hip hop and whatnot. You know, dig. Salute to the chat. I did end the poll. 60% of the chat voted for Sword versus Pen, featuring Bella and Boris. You know, dig. But Judge Galvatron, Ack Reacher 45, has overruled the chat's judgment, and he's, you know what I mean, he's feeling the first track. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
I like what you gotta do, bro. That's one of my favorites. The whole new album is fire.
That's what's up. You know what I mean? You feeling what you gotta do. But yeah, tap in. Make sure y'all tap into the Wake and Bake show Saturday mornings, probably around 10:30, 11 a.m. Be on the lookout for the notification for that. Hit the bell icon. TWR presents. Be live on YouTube and Twitch. You in the dig. Once again, salute to Self-Made Studios for organizing once again the Steel City Cypher. We will be back in the CFMU studios January 21st. You know what I mean? Domenico Don, 23 Don, excuse me, Myrrh, Revenue, Josh Fisher, and Diablo will be in the studios. And of course, we got the beat. You hear the beat in the background. That's Mills Grills instrumental. He'll be providing beat. Yep, shout out to Mills Grills. He'll be providing the beat for that cypher that night as well. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. You can stream it worldwide from cfmu.ca. Simple as that, you know what I mean? Live and Direct show has their page on the site as well. So tap into that. Tap into all the previous shows, as well as all the previous listening sessions on this channel right here, TWR Presents. But without further ado, you know what I mean, let's get to our outro. Once again, salute to the chat for pulling up. Salute to you, the YouTube family, the Twitch family. Salute to the usual suspect 6. Once again, tap in, shop usual. Link is in the description. ShopUsualSuspect6.com. The Hamilton collection. We got collections all over the continent. You know what I mean? All over the Americas, so to speak. You know what I mean? So tap into that. Handbags, accessories, loungewear, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So y'all know what it is. Once again, salute to Kimbo Red Splizz for pulling up. Ack Reacher, big up. You know what I mean? Clubhouse Tings, Boxing TP, probably tomorrow. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated Oddfella. Salute to the usual suspects. Salute to the TWT. Salute to the almighty LDBC. Amen. And we gives on.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? This is a certified hood classic.
So they always had me with them. Too many of you rappers seem to miss a bigger picture. Hungry with desire, cause my diet is ambitious. Lover and a fighter, I'm somewhere within the middle. Everybody talking, but to me it's just a whisper. If you're scoping out your target, keep your finger on the trigger. It's an automatic promise, misspoken will be delivered. Farming hydroponic gardens in a hollowed out apartment. Always following what's honest. On the mic I'll make a promise to eliminate my problems and disintegrate the conscience on a dinner date with monsters trying to set free. Won't let me, I feel so damn empty, it's just me.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?